Hey guys, and welcome to the first installment of Prop Tuesdays. So my goal with this kind of series is to talk about props. I have found that in my experience, both as a student of yoga and a teacher of yoga, a lot of people avoid using props. And what I find is that that's mostly because either they see them as a crutch and they don't want to seem like they need them, or I think probably the most common reason is that they don't know what to do with them. And there are a lot of props out there. It's kind of crazy actually how many props there are available. So my goal through this is to get you guys informed about what the different props are, why we have them, when they can be helpful, when they can be useful, and then also just to get you guys aware that I'm here. If you ever want to get advice about how you can incorporate props to support your practice, and I understand too that they're very expensive. So as a small business owner, I do have the ability to order them at a deeply discounted price. So if you are looking to order props to support your practice, please let me know because I want them to be accessible to everyone. So for that reason, I will work with you. Let me know what you need and we can get it sorted and get it figured out. But we're going to go through kind of one type of prop a week, and I don't know how long this is going to last because there's so many props out there. We could make it really specific and do like, oh, only this type of prop per week. Or it might just last, like 12 weeks and that's it. And, we do what we do. But the first one that we're going to do is the wedge. And these I'm really excited about because they're really not that common in that I don't see them that often in yoga studios. But they can be lifesavers, I should say. So the ones that I have here are from Mugger. Mugger is a great company. I love working with them. And they have great customer service and their products are really well made. They last a really long time. So this one that you see right here obviously is a foam wedge. It does come in cork as well. This foam is a pretty firm foam, but cork is the same consistency as this block right here is obviously going to be harder. This is also, cork is a naturally sustainable material, which is nice. The way that they harvest it, they don't actually have to kill the tree to do it. They can just scrape it off the tree and the tree grows it right back, so that's really nice too. So they do have them in cork, better for stability. So like if you want to use this tool for inversions and arm balances, I would recommend cork over foam because cork, as with the cork block, is just going to give you more stability and it's going to feel a little bit more sturdy under your hands. So they do have those as well. I got a couple foam ones because most often in my classes I see students that have wrist and knee problems. And these are excellent for that, especially for your wrists. So by far, one of the most common things I see in my classes is students having wrist pain when we're in any kind of, especially on all fours for a long period of time. So if you look at this right here, when I'm in all fours, you can see this angle between my wrist and my forearm, my hand and my forearm is pretty much a 90-degree angle. And that can get painful. There are lots of nerves and tendons and all that good stuff in the wrist, both sides of the wrist, that can get kind of cramped. Especially if you have carpal tunnel or something like that, you'll know how that feels. So what the wedge does is it essentially put it here, and you can put your hands as far up or as far down on it as feels good, but you can see right off the bat that it decreases that angle. It makes it a little less sharp, a little less severe. And what that does is it just makes it a little more comfortable when I'm here for any extended period of time. So this is probably the most common way that I would use them in my classes just because that's what I see people needing the most is this kind of wrist support. But there are lots of other ways to use them too. So one other common thing I see if we're doing, let's say, a seated forward fold, it can be difficult to get that space when you reach forward. And a lot of people feel they have to sit up on a blanket or a bolster. This is also a great tool for that. So if you use this, it kind of gives you that gentle slant, and again, you can use as much or as little slant as you want, but it just kind of supports you so that when you do fold forward, you're still grounded, you're still anchored to the earth. So that's another really good use for that. Again, you could use cork for either of these, but foam is a little squishier and a little more forgiving, so I feel like if you're going to be using it for a long period of time, foam is going to be a little more gentle for you for that reason. Another way you can use it is down dog. So we've probably all seen this or felt it in our practice in down dog. Your heels just don't reach the mat. So what this does, if I can get it under there, is it brings the mat up to your heels. So then you can still experience that nice lengthening in the spine and the tailbone, but you don't have that straining. And your heels don't have to reach the mat anyway, but this can provide some nice support, stability, and grounding for that. You can also use this for your knees. Personally, I haven't really done that all that much, but if your knees get sore, you can also put it under your knees and use it that way. I would rather have a blanket, personally, just because I feel like that slope makes it a little awkward, but I guess you could always take 2 of them and just kind of remove that slope. But like I said, might as well get a blanket, but yeah, this works too. So a lot of props is just being creative. You know, they may be designed for one thing, but there's no law that says you can't use them for something else. So these props too, one thing that I would also recommend them to be used for is kind of gentle arm balances and inversions. So, for example, I already showed you how you would use them in cat-cow. The same would apply if you're going to do like a crow. Okay, so if I'm going into crow pose here, I can use this in the same way. And now, my wrists feel much more comfortable. Because before, without this, my wrists would be in that same kind of right angle configuration that we had in cat-cow. And actually, it's actually a lot easier to do with this wedge. That makes crow pose much easier and much less uncomfortable. But wedges are awesome. And I bought some to have for Red F Yoga for my yoga company. I also bring them to class with me for every class I teach at Yoga Foundation, which is where I'm at right now. So if you guys are interested in the wedge, either foam or cork, let me know, shoot me a message. I'll put my email below, redfyoga@gmail.com. You can also find me on Facebook, redfyoga, and Instagram at redfyoga. And this does not just apply to the wedges. If you have any questions at all about how, what kind of props you should be incorporating or could support you in your practice, let me know. I have an extensive background in anatomy and kinesiology, and one of my favorite things to do is troubleshoot. So if you're having wrist pain or knee pain or whatever kind of challenge in your practice, let me know. And it might be something that props can help make more comfortable and help you find support in. So this week, we were doing the wedge. And again, this comes in foam and in cork. Through Hug or Mugger, they are about between $10 and $15, depending on whether you get foam or cork, and depending on shipping as well and tax. But they're very affordable, and I really, really like them a lot, especially in crow. That felt really good. I'm going to have to practice crow with these from now on. So let me know, and if you guys have any props that you want me to talk about, leave that in a comment below too. I really want to make this series informative for everyone and inclusive of everyone, so let me know if there's something that you want to see me talk about, or if there's a specific question you have about a pose or a prop, let me know. And I will see you guys in the